welcome to my channel. So this video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to be describing what my sorority rush experience was. I am fresh off the day of bid day. So today was bid day. I just found out my sorority. So this is a quick edit of my whole rush experience, and after this I'll give you a full description of how it went down. So stay tuned. Good morning. It's September 17th, Wednesday, and I'm headed to my first class. But today is the first day of rush, and I have to wear my outfit for Sisterhood. So I'm really nervous, but I have to get through school first. So we're at Rush. It's Sisterhood, and we're about to start. Got our name tags. We just went to our first house, which was Kappa Kappa Gamma, and I really enjoyed it. The girls were really sweet, and the house was like so well decorated. It was quite cute. We're going to our last house at Rush.
But a long day.
Yeah, and it's been so fun, but we're both like so tired. I think like my face hurts from smiling so much. But like honestly, such nice people, and would definitely recommend so far. Hey guys, it is. Sorry, I'm trying not to flash my home. Let me just install myself here. Today's Philanthropy, and I'm headed to that after my class. You can't really see my outfit because I'm in the car, but I'm wearing this little dress, polka dots, and little socks and ballerinas. I'm so excited, and I can't wait for this next round because the first one went so well. Both got invited back to the houses that we wanted. I'm so happy. I'm same. And then by the end of today, we have to sign our like MRD, the form that says that like we're committed to whatever, like paying the dues of the chapter that we're getting a bid on, and then we're also ranking. Yeah. Which chapter is our number 1 and our number 2. And then tomorrow's bid day. That was a valid spot. Yay! Our first house is Kappa.
I'm so happy we're going to it together.
Yeah, and then I'm going to Gamma Phi, and she's going to Theta.
Cute little
So we're in the library, and we're waiting to make our final day selection. We might win to 2%, but I don't think I showed my outfit, so I'm going to show it just now. Okay, hey guys, currently on a walk because I'm so stressed. Today's the bid day. I just got my email for bid day. I am so excited. Hey guys, and we're on our way. Both of them be really oopsies.
If we don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, but let's just say a little prayer. Okay. So we arrived. We're walking to the gazebo, and everyone's there. It's a scary experience. I can't lie. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is McGill, and I am a first year student at McGill. I'm 19 years old, and I participated in sorority recruitment week. Today is the day of bid day. It's currently nighttime, so I already know which sorority I am in, a Kappa, and I'm here to explain to you what my recruitment process was like. So I don't know much about my sorority yet, about like what it's like being in it, but I want to make this video just to kind of explain to people who don't know what recruitment is like, as someone who just did it and who's like fresh out of it. So I want to give you my best advice and my best description of what it really is. First of all, let me just explain why I wanted to join a sorority in the first place. Well, it starts with me having a mutual on Instagram who was in a sorority, who was actually in Kappa. And I kind of reached out to her because I had no idea that there were sororities in the first place, and I kind of reached out to her and asked her how she got into it, and well, how to get more information. And from there, I started following the account McGill Sororities on Instagram, and I followed all the chapters. And I decided that that was something I really wanted to be a part of. And this was while I was still in CJEP. So I knew I was going to McGill at that point, and I was just so excited because I was so excited to rush. And so come September, it's time to sign up for recruitment, which I did on the first day. I was so excited. And so here's why I signed up. First of all, I'm from Montreal, which means that I don't live on campus. And when you're not living on campus, you're not sharing this common experience that all the people in res are sharing, which did give me a bit of FOMO, but I think that's okay because I do love my room and I love living with my parents and not be able to go out every single night. But this was having me feel like I was missing a sense of like connection to McGill. I really wanted to feel like I belonged there, and I was kind of getting imposter syndrome like before I did all this. I also wanted to join a club, like I didn't know which one, and I figured I'll try for the sororities and this will kind of give me some options. Another reason is that I never had sisters, and I've often wished I had sisters in a way, especially a big sister, because I'm the oldest of my family. So sometimes having someone that could help you out, give you advice on the school, especially such a big school like McGill, where 40,000 students, it's hard to get around. Like if you have a question, it's so hard to get information sometimes, and it's good to know people. That's kind of also something that pushed me towards going to the sorority. And I just wanted a sense of community, honestly. I was never like in any team sports, or I never did dance, and I really was feeling like I needed to experience a strong sense of community, at least once in my life, like people who in team sports have. So this is also a big reason why I want to join a sorority. Okay, so enough with me. Now, I know that a lot of people are confused on like what rush is, and I hope to be able to break it down as simply as possible. So rush consists of 5 rounds. Yeah, sorry, I have notes. I have notes here to help me like talk in a structured way. 5 rounds. Well, 5 activities. So first is orientation. For me, it was on Zoom, and it was just to explain to you what you're gonna be doing for the next 4 days, which is kind of what I'm saying, but they say it in like a different, more professional way. This is just coming from me and how I experienced it through my eye. First day is Sisterhood. Their Sisterhood spans over 2 days. They place you in either first or second day. And during Sisterhood, you visit the 5 houses. Now, be prepared. This is a long day, let me just say. Listen, all the houses are near campus. However, some are further than others. And if you've ever been anywhere near McGill, you know that McGill is on a hill, and that wherever you go, at some point, you're gonna have to walk upwards. So be prepared. Lots of walking. I think I did like 20,000 steps that day. This day we visited the 5 houses, and this is how you were able to narrow it down to 4 that you wanted. So you had to basically eliminate one of the houses. And while you're doing this, they're also ranking you. So it's a process of mutual selection where you pick them, but they also picked you. So during this day, you go to each house, and they kind of like give you a sense of who they are. So you kind of get a feel for what like values they have, and you could ask questions about it. And you basically, it's kind of like speed dating, where you walk into the house, one of the girls greets you, and you sit down with her and you have a conversation. It's mostly small talk, so talk about your major, be prepared to answer the questions like why you wanted to join a sorority, to talk about yourself mostly. I felt like I was talking about myself for the past 5 days, and I was kind of fed up of it. It was starting to get boring. But through this process, I also learned a lot about myself, so that was cool. You basically sit down with a girl and you talk to her, and then after like 10 minutes, another girl switches with her, and you continue your conversation with her. So you're meeting all of these girls, and you're trying to show them who you are as a person, and you're not trying to like put on a fake image of yourself. No, you really want to show them your true authentic self. And I think that when you're not true to yourself, that's when it shows, personally. Hopefully that is being yourself. So once this is done, after like half an hour, your time is wrapped up and you get sent to another sorority. So you walk to the other sorority. By the way, you're not just walking on your own. You have an RC, recruitment counselor, who is a girl that is undercover. She doesn't disclose which sorority she's in, but she's in one. And my RC was in Kappa, which is so cool. She takes you to all the sororities and you do pretty much the same thing at each one, and you're talking about yourself for each one. And by the end of the day, you have no voice, you're extremely tired, your social battery is drained, and you probably can't hear yourself because in some of these houses, like, it gets really loud. But somehow, for me, I had such a great time. I spoke to such great people, especially people in my group that I was like walking around with to each house. I met such amazing girls, such sweet people, some of whom didn't end up in my sorority, some of whom just ended up dropping the whole thing. I'm so glad I did it, and I'm so glad I met them. Moving on to the next day, well, the next event, which is Philanthropy. Oh yeah, backtrack a little. After this, you head to Milton Gates, where you pick the sorority that you choose to drop. And the day of the next event, early afternoon, you get an email saying which houses you got invited back to, and mine didn't all match the ones that I had like picked, but that's okay because you have to face rejection in this whole process sometimes, which can be hard. It was hard for me, but that's okay because I really ended up with the choice that I think is best for me, and I cannot be happier with the choice that I got. So sometimes rejection is redirection. So in this round, you go visit 4 houses instead of 5, and they show you a bit about what their philanthropy is. So more talking about yourself, more asking questions about them, and pretty much very similar. This is usually where houses give like a detailed description of what their finances consist of, which is pretty important. The next day is formal day. So wait, at the end of Philanthropy, you pick your top 2 houses that you want. So at the end of this day, I picked 2 houses. I had to wait till the next day to receive an email saying that I got invited to them to pref. Now, some people don't get invited to both. Some people get invited to one. And once you're invited to pref, you visit both houses and you spend a lot of time at each house. And you really solidify your decision on which house you're going to rank first and which house you're going to rank second. By the way, same thing, like small talk. And during pref, I spoke to a lot of the girls that I spoke to during Sisterhood and Philanthropy. So you're speaking to like people that you've already spoken to in the house, which is cool. You have a sense of familiarity and it kind of makes you more attached to the house that you're gonna be choosing. At the end of pref, you go to the library and you sign an important form, an important contract. I'm gonna put the name of the contract right here because this sounds really dumb. But this basically states that like you're gonna accept a bid and that you're continuing through recruitment on bid day. So the next day is bid day, and at the beginning of bid day, you either receive a call saying that you didn't get a bid, which happens, and I mean it sucks for people who really wanted to be in a sorority, but you could still do continuous open bidding, which is winter recruitment, or you receive an email saying that you did get an invite to bid day. And bid day is basically you go to Parchenements and you open an envelope that has this is probably what you've been seeing on TikTok. If you're on that side of TikTok, Bama Rush, the girls like opening their envelopes and being like so excited. That's what you've been seeing. It's not as intense as that, but it's still so much fun and so nerve-wracking. I walked into bid day so stressed, and I walked out of it so content. So hopefully this makes you feel better. You get a letter, you get an envelope, and it says your sorority on it, and then you run towards your sorority who's standing behind you with the letters, chanting and dancing and just waiting for you to go. And then you meet one of the girls that you really stood out to, and usually it's the girl that stood out to you as well. So for me, it was Ali and KKG who gave me this key. So everyone gets a key and it's written a beautiful message in back, basically inviting you to the chapter. And then you go home with your new sisters and, well, you go to your chapter house with your new sisters and celebrate and just talk to all the people you haven't met. And it's such a wholesome experience, and I had such a great day today. So I hope this convinced you to rush, because I had such a great time. And if ever you have any questions, please let me know. This is really fresh for me, so hit me with the questions in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot different. This is not what my channel is usually about. It's usually about traveling and just vlogging my life, romanticizing my life. But I felt like this was an interesting video to have, because I would have loved to have this video before rushing. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you again soon.